Hi Leo, welcome my loves. How are you? Um, really fast, this is going to be a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Keep in mind it will not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it so that you don't become confused. If you're interested in a personal reading, you could book your reading through my Etsy shop or send me a text 971-354-9504. All right, my loves. Leo. There's a little bit of like a sad energy. Be careful because I think this Mercury retrograde is going to give you the desire to communicate a lot. Like to people, maybe you feel like the people that you wronged, you want to make amends with, you want to talk to people, you want to make something right. But it feels like I don't know. Be careful that you, because there's also this part of you that feels like there was a missed opportunity, and you might it feels like word vomit, and it feels like you're going to be saying certain like things that you've been holding back for a while. It's all going to start to come out, so it could be that you tell somebody something that you don't really want to tell them, or you want them to know about how you feel, and then afterwards you feel very, or you start to judge yourself for it, or feel angry at yourself for saying something, and like, I shouldn't have said that, I shouldn't have said this, and I should just kept it to myself. Why did I tell him that I miss him? Why did I send that text? Why did I do this? It's a lot of that energy. Like, it's like you go out, you can't help yourself, you do it, and then you come back, and then you just Virgo energy. It's Virgo energy, and then you come back and you question the entire thing, and you overanalyze it, and you replay it over and over in your head, like Virgos do. So you could be picking up that energy strongly. It's just it feels like it is creating balance, even though it doesn't feel like it. Because I think, again, it's all of the things, you're spilling out all of the things that you can't hold on to anymore. And in a way, it is going to open it up. Like your fear came true. Most of the time, that's what happens, Leo. When we're afraid of something, the universe says, "Oh, okay, so then this is what we need to work on, right?" Because that's how it works. Whenever you're afraid of something, whatever is feeding off of that fear is going to keep presenting you with that thing, so that you can be afraid and give your power away. That's what happens when fear when you become afraid. And to be vulnerable, maybe it's just a little too much right now. You don't want people to know how you really feel. Gemini has something similar. Some of you could be connecting with Gemini. 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles with Judgment, and the Empress. Somebody might drunk text you, Leo. They can't help themselves. They've been thinking about you a lot, but you've also been thinking about them. Or somebody else might be doing that energy when it comes to you, or how in that energy. Where they reach out to you, say a bunch of shit, and then regret saying it because they don't get the response they were going to get out of you. Like, somebody might actually tell you that they're in love with you. They feel, first, I'm picking up that somebody doesn't feel like they have any other choice but to come in and tell you that, so that you can know that they're serious. But it doesn't feel healthy. I gotta say, like, this person wants to come in and tell you that they love you, Leo. It's weird that so I had a card on the floor, a rebel. I call them rebels, the ones that kind of steer off and go off on their own. It's the Seven of Swords, which is deception and envy. It feels like it's somebody that maybe wants to slow you down a little bit because they can feel you getting away, or they can feel that this might be the last time that they can come back in and not play with you, because that's not what they're intentionally doing. I could tell that this person has really hurt themselves. They just don't know how to take, they don't know how to process your relationship. Like, they don't know what they're doing. And I think a part of you has been waiting for this person to take lead, not really realizing that they're not a leader. Like, this isn't a leader. This person needs you to kind of steer, because you've been waiting for them to come in and say all these things. But if you come in and you tell this person exactly what you want, they'll be on board. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, you two are, it's just a big fucking misunderstanding between the two of you, because you two really want to be with each other, but I think that you two overthink the connection like there's no tomorrow, and that puts you into like this paralyzed energy. I also think that somebody needs to look at their manipulative ways and how they try to play with a relationship and the person's emotions. And I think that goes both ways. It's not just one way. It's both ways. Like one person might do that whole like I'm not gonna text for a while and I'm not gonna do this, or I'm gonna try and manipulate it or try and think ahead of what could happen and rehearse it and play with it and try and then the other person might manipulate it in the moment. So I think you both manipulate the energy and it's biting the two of you in the ass. Because you both like each other, so you both are trying to manipulate a way for that the both of you to look or come off on top. I don't know if that's meant to. Like, maybe you two are supposed to see each other for who you really are, because I think that's what it's really doing. Because I feel my feminines, you're getting frustrated because you feel you lose control when it comes to this connection. And you don't like to lose control. You worked really hard to retain it. And so it feels like when this person comes in and like messes with your energy, you get bothered. Tell me about judgment. Spirit, tell me about judgment. Aww. The thing is, one of you felt like a secret. One of you felt like a secret. One of you felt like it was wrong, or it wasn't, maybe not even like a secret, but we're not moving forward. It felt too much like somebody could have felt like a rebound, or somebody felt like it was too much of, it wasn't moving into a real relationship. It was just like friends with benefits or something like that. It felt like somebody felt like it was more of like a secret, like the down low person, not the down low person, the sneak leak. What do they call it? I don't know what they call it. The sneak link, or those people, like the sneaky links, the ones that you go and you like fuck without anybody else knowing, like nobody knows you guys fuck. Those people, like somebody felt like I'm just that to this person, and I don't want to do that. But I think somebody's gonna come in and say you're way more than that. Like I don't even know why you even thought that or considered that that's what you. No, because both of you want reconciliation, but I can feel that you two just have very different ideas of what the relationship was. And the moment you two start getting some type of clarity where you two see each other for the truth, then it's going to be easier to come back together. I do want to say, though, that it doesn't feel like it's going to happen during this Mercury retrograde. It feels like it might happen a little bit towards the end, maybe, or towards the, towards the end or after. So it might be a minute. Give it some time, which is good because change requires time. Okay, tell me about this Six of Pentacles. My ear popped. Twin flame, mirrored souls with petty gossip, jealousy, and envy. It came out twice. Like I said, this person had a lot of ideas about you, or you two had a lot of ideas of each other. I think you both were secretly jealous of each other. But you were jealous and you wouldn't say anything. But it wasn't just jealous with each other, like, oh, somebody else might come in and get you, or you're flirting with this person. It's more like, because you both are very competitive. Like, you both like to win. And you both like to feel like you're a little bit on top or like in power or something like that. Like one of you usually budges and kind of gives in a little bit more than the other. And I think you two take turns. I like this connection. I don't think there's really anything wrong. I think you two just need to talk. Like, and really talk about what you really feel. I feel like once you do that, it will feel a lot easier. Because you two are stubborn. I can feel the stubbornness. But I can also, you two are playing love as like a game of chess. Because like I said, you two are very competitive. And love for the two of you is a game. It is a game. And so the moment you two look at each other like coaches instead of, or something like that, just pull yourself out of the game. I don't know. I just feel like you two know that it's time to settle down. There's something about that. See, they're going to confess something to you. But my worry is that they're going to try and come in and tell you, like, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to this. I don't feel like that's going to work. Because it's... I feel like it might put up a red flag, so be careful if you try and do that. Like, don't look at that as like your last, this is the last thing I could do. Like, I have to come in and I have to tell them that I love them so that they can truly believe that I'm interested or that I'm serious about them. Or don't do that. It's gonna make this divine feminine not trust you even more, because if she's gonna feel like, why? Well, I mean, I get it. It just kind of feels like an energy of now. Like, now you want to say it when we're in this energy. Like, now. I don't know, something like that. But it might be on the feminine too. My feminines, catch yourself if that happens to you. If somebody comes in and gives you what you were looking for, and then you start to look for signs to go a different direction. Catch yourself. Because remember that once the energy switches, then you are a part of just like the energy loop. Like, that's all it was. And it was controlling you versus you controlling it. So when you recognize, oh, my emotions were being controlled by this, to catch yourself, bring yourself back to center, and, you know. Because I have Verge with about to reveal and confess, and they're getting all kinds of signs that they need to connect to you and that they need to be honest with you. This person has been coming in. Every single time that they've come in with a plan. They've come in with a way that they are going to seduce you back. They tried to learn more about you. They tried to, whatever they did, I just feel like they kept trying to manipulate their way back in. And the universe said, no, like, you have to come in right. And I think the last time that you allowed them back in, it confused you a lot, because you could tell like that they were almost there, but they didn't want, like, they weren't ready for that seriousness. Maybe this person went back to, it goes back too fast. Like, one moment they're exactly what you I mean, that also falls on us though. Like, when somebody switches back and forth and they control our energy enough to make us go into like a bit of a seesaw based off how fast they change, that's also an internal thing we gotta check. Because people shouldn't be able to control your energy that much either. Like, and ask yourself, like, why am I feeling this? Now my throat is really burning. But why am I feeling this? Why am I afraid of, or why do I feel abandoned when this person treats me this way, or when they don't text me, or when they don't, why do I feel like they're just playing games when, or like they only want me for sex, or that they only, whatever you feel they're trying to get from you, because you feel that. And that's the part that you feel like you don't trust. Because when they come in and give you this I love you that you've been looking for, you're going to look at it like, what's the catch? Because you've been hurting me this whole time, so I'm supposed to automatically just believe that you're not going to hit me. It's like when you hit something over and over again, anytime you raise your hand, it's going, you're going to flinch. For people that were beat as kids, I've noticed, like, even if you just like raise your hand or something like that, people get scared. And it's almost the same thing. That's your response to this person now. Like, you're around them, but because of the way that they've played with you, or they've tried to play with you so many times, like, it makes you feel uncomfortable now. But I do feel like the moment you look at your side and see, okay, well, I was also playing this game with them, because I was also like trying to create an outcome where I also win. It's just I wasn't as good of a player as they were. And sometimes we have to admit that, Leo. It's okay. I know that we don't like to lose, but somebody could have gotten ghosted or blocked or something. It's kind of like maybe somebody... Now as I'm saying that, I'm telling you, my throat. When it came to this is a hard topic. Both of you really talking about this. Because something slowed down, but it was because they had to run. They couldn't express themselves. They couldn't look at the relationship. They couldn't feel, didn't feel right about it. And it feels like now that they're gaining more clarity, they feel like they want to talk about it. They want to say something, but maybe you block them. Like, they can't get close. You block them like all the way now. Yeah. This person's watching you though online. They think about you a lot. This person might have ADD, because their mind is very hard to control. Like, I have a headache right now, and I could tell that it's because of this person has been having headaches recently. They need to massage their face too. Like, they need to start, or like massaging their body. You have to massage your body. Like, you have to move the energy around. You have to literally rub it off, and then where something hurts, like, move the energy around, go in circles. Your body and your hands will naturally tell you what to do. Believe in your healing abilities. Your body is a healer. Your body heals itself. It's beautiful. All right, my loves. I love you so much. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. I hope that helps, Leo. Let me know if it did. I always love to know. We'll talk soon. Bye, my love.